Hello, this is Kelsey Larson. Today I will be discussing the topic of cultural humility in response to professional relationships and services in the field of ABA. So, I would like to first start off by looking at a study done in 2019 by Bibliography et al. It was intended to discuss the gap between individuals' reported competencies with working with individuals from diverse backgrounds compared to the level of training or continued education that they completed. So, this study points out the importance of ongoing competency of individuals related to cultural awareness, diversity, and cultural humility. So, cultural awareness is including self assessments to identify cultural variables that impact behaviors, and it impacts others' behavior as well. So, in the study, they looked at 703 participants and they looked at employer training for working with individuals from diverse backgrounds and compared this with the individual's perceived skill. So they reported that majority of participants were very or extreme or believed it was very extremely important working with individuals with diverse populations, while they also reported that they were moderately or extremely skilled. And in contrast to this, they reported having little to no training in their coursework or hands-on training or continued education by their employers. So this brings up concern about perceived skill without the sufficient training. Going on, this is also highlighted within a study by Bulu and Jimenez in 2022, which looks at self-assessment to incorporate cultural responsiveness in ABA. So the framework of cultural responsiveness can include 3 dimensions, including awareness, knowledge, and skills. Awareness means to discriminate and label one's own culture and biases, and then perceive this impact on service delivery. So awareness can include our histories of reinforcement, the groups we belong to, and differences in the cultural variables that impact our behaviors. This second is knowledge, which is understood as the specific information about the groups that one works with. This is focused on cultural humility and emphasizes the importance of practitioners to learn about specific culture and information pertaining to the clients that they serve. This dimension is critical to ensure mitigation of stereotypes. And the third dimension refers to the specific and observable skills related to culturally responsive care. So this is using information about a client's culture to guide the treatment approach for the entire team. It shouldn't be just one individual who is learning about the culture of and preferences of those individuals. It should be all those who work with that student. So self-assessment is a starting point for culturally responsive service delivery, and in the field of ABA, it has shown that there is a lack of diversity with practitioners being primarily white. So this emphasizes the importance of cultural variables and continued education for those in the field. The last study I would like to look at is by Wright in 2019, and this study looks at how to specifically apply cultural humility in the field of ABA. It looks at previous research on training and highlighted the first study that was discussed about the gap between perceived skill and actual training. So it considers self-reflection as an important first step, and this can be done in a variety of ways. It can be done by defining the behavior and individualizing it, or setting institutional goals that are measured to inform for competency outcomes. There are 3 steps for self-reflection, including the clear definition of the behavior, collection of data, and then analysis of the behavior, and delivery of consequences for strategies that improve treatment access. And these principles can be helpful for understanding cultural humility and understanding ways that these behaviors can be tracked in the field, and it makes self-reflection the important starting point for the continued practice of cultural humility in this field of ABA.